find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. A quick throw complete to Washington. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows to get the ball to him right away.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Murray off play action. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. They'll find Lindsey here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
Hurts.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
56, right there, 56. Let's have the 60, carry 60. You tighten up. Switch. Play 15, right here. Feel it right there. 57.
Hurts. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He's got a man. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 34.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man Hamler, that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a handoff looking right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, 38 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's got it, 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score, Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Going on the ground with Eckler. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch.
From the gun, Murray. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Hey, let's get that home.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. 20. There he goes right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again, Murray. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 16. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 20-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They had enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He'll get this to Eckler, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, Murray. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Darren Lee picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. Room here to run. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Big check. Hey, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting them to back. In fact,
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Shift.
He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
The Chargers' 15-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
if you know, you know.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Check, 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 check. Watch the
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Hurts is going to try and run. 11 yards there, first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Mix the score. Broncos 31. Chargers nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Murray off play action. He's going up top for Taylor. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up second down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
38-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Hurts. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Hurts. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Chargers.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos add on. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And his kick is right through.
The score, Broncos 38, Chargers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Murray being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chad Thomas bringing the power on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to take off with it. Murray fighting, lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
And no good. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
There on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And they'll try to run the option here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Jamal Adams.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll set them back 5. Now they try the right side here. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st.
A gain of 16 yards.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Running back on the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They're going to go play action now with Stick. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
yards to go.
On third down, it's Stick. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and run right on the option. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Play fake. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
But Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 66 yards.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got 3, 3 down. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
And they take a knee.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
56. Mike's 56.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch twist. Twist.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them.